If it is a shock, it is absolutely still. It's throbbing, waiting. If it is suffering, it is operating fully, but it's trying to find a way out of it. Chemically, physically, in a sense, escape from that suffering, or it invents an illusion. This is happens when I suffer tremendously, when one suffers tremendously. The shock of it is paralyzing for a moment or two, or it may last a couple of days, I don't know. And when you come out of that shock, it tries to find a way of comfort, to ease the pain, to move away from the pain. And so it must invent or find a method of escape, which is either through drink, taking a drug, going to various religious ceremonies, any form of escape, right? Those escapes become very real, though illusory. So that is the state what happens. The constant, the unbearable pain and the escape from it.
Yes. To get a relief.
Get a relief. And the relief becomes more important than the suffering.
Right.
Drink becomes more important than pain.
Well, yes, becomes the goal.
Go. So the religious, the psychological, the philosophical concepts become more important than the actual suffering.
Is it that
That's right.
brain finds it extremely difficult to be totally awake?
Totally?
Awake, operating. Is it that it has to find these escapes? Look, sir, you say in a state of great pain or sorrow, the total brain is awake.
Now, take a simple example. You have a great challenge in front of you. Just a minute. Challenge.
Yes.
That is, let's say, challenge of
Death. It's a final challenge.
death.
You face death.
Death. Let's take the challenge of death. Then the whole system is awake. Fear, anxiety, the loneliness, the desperation of separation, and all the rest of it comes into it. Now, what is that state of the brain when there is such intense challenge? Go investigate in your own mind, your own brain. Investigate, look at it.
No, sir, that's anyone who has faced death fully, for an instant the mind is
Paralyzed. Of course, shock.
Is that state of paralysis a state of being awake?
No, oh no. It's a state of a shock. That's not
No,
awake.
but when you say that when there is a state of shock,
I
the
will
total brain is lit up.
No, a
Yeah,
shock through a compulsion, let's put it.
Yeah, but that you also see that
I'm
the total brain is lit up. Therefore, there is no part of the brain which is free of the shock.
I think yes, it's completely focused for a second, completely focused, and the totality has there's no words, it's a state of alert perception for a moment.
The total brain being lit up may only mean that everything which is contained within the brain is stimulated at that moment, which is not the same thing as the brain functioning fully.
But I would say that if the brain is totally lit up, that's all we know. The brain is totally lit up. But it cannot remain with being totally lit up. it's too much for it. And it immediately brings in the shadow to diminish that light.
Yes.
That's how I see it.
And it starts reaching for illusions or self-definitions which make these things more important than the reality or the suffering that is there.
But Krishnaji has made a point that it is lit up because of pressure.
Of course.
Now we are talking that we are moving from that. We don't know any other lighting up.
So,
We know the
No.
lighting up of pressure.
But we can ask if there is any other lighting up.
what of